Hey, what's going on, fam? It's your sister Michelle here. Yes, what's going on? I love y'all so much, subscribers, new subscribers coming in. I love you too. You know that I do. Come on in so we can talk about these no good for nothing, backstabbing, baboon sandwich eating motherfuckers. And I do mean the narcissist. Yeah, I'm talking to you if you watching. Yes, your sister loves you so much. Mwah. Thank you for all your support, like I always tell you, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't, please subscribe, drop down, like, do whatever you feel like doing. Your sister understands. I love you so much. This video right here is about the narcissist and what happens if you take a narcissist back. First of all, listen to your sister. Don't you do it. But we do it, okay? And your sister's definitely guilty of it. So I'm going to drop down and give you a little story about what happens when you take the narcissist back. Y'all ready? Let's go. Okay. Now, I told you about the big Hoover that happened to me months back. But I also said in that video that I had been hoovered in the very, very beginning of the discard, okay? So when I first got discarded, whatever you want to call it, by the rat, like I told you, I was upset, I was hurt. Everything you can name under the sun, your sister was that. I told you I clowned, I did all kind of stuff, I'll tell you the truth. And when he first discarded me, I went through, for the first, I would say the first no, I'm lying. I want to get it right because he discarded me in, I think it was January. No. It was February. And so from February of that year all the way up until almost November, of that same year, he would do little hoovers, right? And because I was still weak, and we are weak to it a lot of times, and don't feel bad if you go through that because it's just normal, especially if you've been dealing with it for so long. It's not easy. You know it's not easy, right? Okay, so he would hoover me in small ways. Like every time his supply would go to jail, because yes, she was in and out of jail. I'm sorry, I'm trying to tell the girl business, but it is what it is. Every time she would go away or something would happen, he would start calling us. See, at first I didn't catch on to it because I was just thinking, when you're in a lot of pain, sometimes with a narcissist, you just want some kind of contact because you want that pain to ease up. And to be honest with you, your ego also gets bruised. Let's talk about that because sometimes your ego can get bruised when somebody does you like that. Of course, it hurts. It hurts so deeply, but it also hurts your ego to a certain degree because you're like, there's no way that you could do this to me after everything I've done for you. There's no way you could do this. And you're going to do me like this for this downgrade? And you know how that is. I'm going to talk about that one day, the big downgrade. So he would call me from time to time, and I would answer, even though, I was going through what I was going through. And I kept falling for little stuff. And what I mean by little stuff is even answering the calls, right? Even talking to him, period, right? Because I didn't even know what I was dealing with at the time, okay? And I kept engaging in it. But every time when she would get back out or something, he would ghost out again, right? So then finally, y'all ready for this one? Y'all ready, fam? Now this deep. Woo, this deep, y'all. Finally, I say, I don't know, maybe in September of that year, something like that, August, September of that year, out the blue, because I hadn't heard from him in months, I get a text message, y'all. And it says, woo, I miss you, the same old stuff. I miss you. I messed up so bad. He even brought up his dead brother, y'all. Yeah, his brother passed away. He said, oh yeah, my brother came to me in a dream and told me I need to get right with you. Come on now. You damn no forget for nothing cemetery plot stealing ass. Talking about somebody dead. But anyway, he was like, he told me I need to get back. I'm going to do whatever I need to come back to you. Now, I'm still in my weak stage, of course. It took me a while to get over, I told you. And I was like, okay, so what do you want me to do? And then, he was just like, yeah, I'm going to come back home. I want to be home with you. I want to be home with your kids. And unfortunately, I fell for the okie doke. So I'm not going to go into all the other details of it. To make a long story short, I end up with my dumb ass. Now, your sister transparent now. I can't tell y'all stuff that I ain't do, right? I let him come back to my house. Yes, don't get on your sister's back. I damn did it. I did. And so many of you will do that, have done it, and don't feel bad about it. I keep telling you, keep your head up. It's all a learning experience. But I let him come back to my house, okay? So the new supply calls the phone, his phone, and I could hear her screaming and crying. Well, you left to go back over there with her? How could you do this to me? I love you, da-da-da. And he was telling her, well, I just got to go back to my family. I got to go see about my kids, right? So at that time, I felt some kind of way. I was like, well, maybe he's telling the truth because he went to the extent to tell her he's out, he's done. Let me tell you something about it. I always tell you when they come back, it's always worse. He was at my house not even 24 hours, and I was already like, what the hell did I do? It wasn't, the vibe wasn't the same. When somebody breaks that bond, it never can be repaired, right? So I was like, this vibe is not the same. I couldn't even, it just wasn't right in my spirit, even in my spirit. So I know his no good for nothing stinking ass was feeling it to the 10th degree because, he wasn't really there for real reasons anyway, right? Right. So I was like, something's not right or whatever. So he stayed at my house for probably 3 days. And he was working. So I went and dropped him off at work one morning. Do you not know when I came back to pick him up, he was nowhere to be found. I was like, where is he? Where did he go? Had me come get him. He wasn't there. Found him at the house. He was like, oh, I'm doing some stuff. I'm going to be on my way. I'm coming there. I'm coming back. Let me tell y'all something. Never heard from him again. I found out that the new supply is in the hospital, and he's up there in the hospital, living in the hospital with the new supply. Yes, the one on Facebook, putting pictures and everything, knowing that I was going to see that, right? He double whammied my ass. That's why I tell y'all all the time, don't go back to their ass, please, because it don't change. Listen to your sister's story. I don't tell you these stories for no reason now. I give you these examples and give you my life because I'm telling you this shit is real. They hoover your ass. They do. Listen to me. The Hoover man is some deep stuff. When they come back to you, don't fall for that shit. Listen to me. So after that happened, let me go back to that, fam. Okay, come on. So he was up at the hospital and stuff. Never heard from him again. Never called. Never did nothing. Ducking and dodging. I only found out because people that knew him, his family, it was like, oh, he's up at the hospital with her. She was in the hospital for 2 months, and he stayed in the hospital for 2 months with the woman. Yes! After all that, and I was stupid enough to take him back. Now, let me tell you something. We make mistakes, especially when we're in pain and we don't know what we're dealing with a narcissist. But I'm here to tell you some stuff, and like I said, I'm giving you my story. Do not fall for it. And if you had, don't worry about it. It's okay. It happens. Your sister done it. I wish I would have never done it. No good for nothing. One leg having peg nose. Ooh, I can't stand that bastard. Anyway, yes, when they return to you and you make the mistake of taking them back, you're only making a fool out of you. Like they always say, you make a mistake, you might make out a fool of me once. The first time is your fault, second time is my fault, the third time, well, maybe I need to be committed in a goddamn hospital. Who knows? Well, they need to be in a hospital. A mental hospital. No good for nothing, asses. Yeah, your sister said it. Don't believe that shit. Don't take them back, baby. If you can get your foot out the door, go through your journey and get through it, it's going to be okay. I know it hurts like hell and it's hard, but it's all going to be worth it in the end. Because if you let them back in, they're going to make a fool out of you again. And that's something that's going to make it even harder for you to recuperate again. I had to start over from scratch, y'all. Let me tell you, it's so bad. Then let me tell you what he did say to me. Because I want to tell you this. Now, this is some deep stuff. Because I really want you to understand the sick-mindedness of what you're dealing with. When I did finally ask him, when I said, remember I told you, he came back to my house for a few days. And I had questions for his ass. Of course I did. Like, why? What happened? Why'd you do this? All this stuff I done. I did it. I asked him, I said, when did you get with this woman, right? I didn't know nothing about this woman. Listen to me, family. Y'all ready for this? This is deep. I said, when did y'all get together? He was like, well, I don't really know. I remember we got together on February 9th. That's the day that we officially got together. February 9th is my birthday. What? What? Listen to me. Them some dirty motherfuckers. Don't take them back, baby. Go on through your journey. You're going to be all right. Your sister love you so much. Keep your head up. You're phenomenal and wonderful. Make them motherfuckers kick rocks. Hell, they eat them. Why not kick them? See y'all. Bye.